Do you ever feel like your spoken Portuguese sounds a little textbooky? Well, today we're going to fix that. We're going to unlock a much more natural, native sound by getting the hang of two super common but incredibly powerful verbs, ir and vir. Let's dive in. Okay, so you probably know how to say vou telefonar, I will call. Easy enough, right? But what if you wanted to say you were going to call but something came up, or that you were literally just about to call the second the other person rang? See, that's the kind of subtle, real-world stuff we're going to master today. All right, let's start with tool number 1, and this is probably a friendly face you already recognize. Using ir plus an infinitive is, without a doubt, the absolute foundation for talking about the future in everyday conversational Portuguese. So when you use the present tense of ir, vou, vais, vai, you're basically telling everyone this is a done deal. This isn't a maybe, it's a for sure. It's a plan that you are absolutely 100% going to do. In this example, it nails that feeling of certainty. Vou telefonar leaves zero room for doubt. The plan is locked in. First, get home, then immediately call Rita. It's a solid, concrete action plan. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Just watch what happens when we switch the tense of ir. Vou almoçar is a simple statement of fact, but ia almoçar, wow. That one little change opens up a whole new world of meaning. It practically screams that a but is coming. And that, right there, is the secret. Using the imperfect tense, ia, ias, ia, is your signal that a plan got derailed or might not happen at all. Ia almoçar, mas. I was going to have lunch, but... You can almost feel the plan dissolving right in the middle of the sentence. Okay, let's move on to tool number 2 in our kit. This one, using ir plus a gerund, is all about painting a picture of an action as it's unfolding, showing how it progresses over time. I want you to think of this like you're a movie director. Instead of just stating a fact, you're using a slow motion shot to show the action happening, little by little. It adds this amazing sense of duration and flow to your storytelling. This is just a perfect example. It's not just that the news arrived. No, está chegando. It kept arriving. You can feel the hours passing as bits of information slowly trickle in. It creates such a richer mental image, doesn't it? So the main thing to remember with this tool is that feeling of gradual development. It's not a single event. It's a continuous flow. Really, it's the difference between taking a single snapshot and showing a short video clip. And check this out. Here's another brilliant way to use this. You can describe something that was just about to happen but didn't. Ia caindo is so much more vivid than I almost fell. It means I was in the process of falling. You can feel the slip, the wobble, that heart-in-your-throat moment. It's way more dynamic. All right, time to level up and get into the advanced stuff. If our last tool was the slow motion shot, this next one is like hitting pause for a perfect freeze frame. It's for capturing the exact moment an action is kicking off. This construction, with that tiny little preposition a squeezed in there, is basically your secret weapon for getting super precise. You use it when you want to emphasize that something was happening at that exact instant. This example just nails it. She wasn't simply about to get in the car. Ia entrar means she was physically in the motion of getting in. Maybe one foot was already inside when the call came. It freezes the action right at that critical moment of interruption. Okay, let's completely switch gears. We've talked about the beginning of an action, but our final tool is all about the grand finale. This is when we bring in the verb vir to reveal the ultimate result of a situation. You know, this construction has a real sense of finality to it. It's what you use when you're looking back on everything that happened and you want to state the definitive conclusion. It's like saying, and in the end, or it all came down to this. Here's a great real-world example. That phrase, veio a ser, points right to the end of the whole story. After all the campaigns, the debates, the voting, this was the final outcome. It's conclusive. It's the bottom line. And it's not just for things that already happened. It can also express this sense of inevitability. Veio a descobrir means it will eventually be discovered. There's no doubt about it. It carries the weight of a final, unavoidable truth. Whew, okay, that was a lot, I know. We've covered some serious ground. So let's take a second and put all of these amazing tools side by side in a quick, easy reference guide. So here's the whole shebang, all in one place. You can see how each one adds a totally different flavor. You go from a simple, definite plan with vou telefonar to a derailed one with ia almoçar, a slow unfolding story with iam chegando, a split-second moment with ia entrar, and finally the ultimate result with veio a ser. Getting comfortable with these is really the key to making your Portuguese sound so much more authentic. So now the ball is in your court. Looking at all these tools, which one are you excited to try out first? Are you going to talk about a plan that got interrupted, or maybe describe a near miss you had? Seriously, thinking about how you're going to use this is the very first step to making it a natural part of your speech.